Everybody looking to get into remote sales is always focused on finding the latest outreach strategy that will guarantee that they get a job placement or the latest sales script that will tell them exactly what they need to say. And that stuff is definitely important, don't get me wrong. But the reality of the situation is if you're selling for a bad offer that isn't even in high demand, none of that stuff is going to matter. And what I'm about to break down is going to be the most important information and the most important decision that you make in your sales career because I'm going to talk about how you can find the most profitable remote sales offers in 2024. Offers that have high commissions, they have easy closes, they're actually in high demand. And when you get this right, your life will be like 10 times better and 10 times easier than getting this wrong. And I'm going to break down all the characteristics of good versus bad offers. And then at the end of this video, I'm going to give you a list of 15 different offers and niches that will actually be high paying in terms of you making money online. So this is going to be perfect for you if you've been looking into remote sales, but you're not sure how to land a client. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. So why does the offer actually matter in the first place? Well, the reality is it doesn't matter how hard you row in a broken boat, meaning you could be the best salesperson in the world, but if you work for a business that isn't getting you enough leads or their price point is too cheap, you still won't make a lot of money. And most beginners get stuck on a bad offer and then they blame their lack of success on their sales ability or the business model in general when it's not your fault. And it's not the business model's fault either. You just were misled or that you made a bad decision or whatever. But what actually makes a good sales offer in 2024? So there's going to be 5 things that make up a good sales offer in 2024. And the problem is that even if one of these is off, it can taint the other 4. So if a business is good in 4 of them, but they're lacking 1, that means that it probably won't work too well. So the first thing that you need in a good sales offer in 2024 is you need a business that has a high ticket price point. So for example, if we're selling for something that's $4,000 and we get paid a 10% commission in remote sales, that's $400 that you make. If you sell for a business that's $200 and you get a 10% commission, that's only 20 bucks. And the craziest part about this is that it roughly takes the same amount of effort and energy to sell this versus selling this. And knowing this to be true, it is much more efficient to sell high ticketed items, something 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, even 10,000. The next thing that you need in a good offer is a business that gets you good lead volume. And so if you're an appointment setter, you need at least 20 leads or more per day. If you're doing the closing where you're actually jumping on calls and closing deals, you need at least 3 to 5 of these calls per day where you're jumping on, you're actively selling the actual program. And this allows you to close the deals and get the reps that you actually need. Because if you have less than this, it can get a little bit dicey and you won't have a ton of work and therefore you won't make a lot of money. The third thing that you need is proof of concept. So you don't want to work with baby businesses that are kind of just getting off the ground. You want to be working with somebody that has a good personal brand and they already have good student results. So they don't need to be making millions, but they need to have proof of concept. They need to actually show that they have sustained a certain period of time in their business. Because if you work with a beginner business that doesn't have too much stability, that means you don't have too much stability. And selling for somebody that actually gets people good results means that you can jump on the call as a closer and you can like literally feel so confident because you know the thing that you're selling is actually good. And that's a great feeling to have. The next thing is you want to work with an entrepreneur that has a great vision. You want to work with somebody that's ambitious and that wants to make money, but more importantly, above all, you're working in a company that has a mission. And it's not just making money. Like you want to change lives, you want to impact others. And when you sell for one of these kind of businesses, their why and their purpose for why they want to grow their business isn't just selfish endeavors, and that means you will get paid. And the person actually like should care about the offer that they're selling. They're not just in it to make money. And then lastly, you want to work in a niche that resonates with you. So for example, if you hate Forex trading, don't go and work in a company that teaches that. That should be common sense, but you'd be surprised how many people work in businesses that they don't resonate with the thing that they're actually teaching. It's much easier to sell something that you already know a little bit about and you actually are passionate about. Okay. So knowing this to be true, these are the 5 criterias. This is the solution. You want to work with mission-driven, high-ticket coaches and consultants getting good lead flow in a niche that people can buy from. And so when we take this formula, it meets all the boxes and it meets all the criteria. High ticket, good lead volume, proof of concept, they're mission driven, so they're a great entrepreneur, and it's in a niche that people buy from and that resonates with you. Now, the problem is, and I know what you're already thinking, you're like, but Trevor, this is like, this is really specific. There can't be that many of these people out there. Like, won't that get saturated with all the people watching this video? Like, I'm scared all these other guys are gonna compete with me and all that. Like, looking like a dweeb saying that, because you're wrong. The reality of the situation is, like, sure, there's not millions and billions of people out there that meet this criteria, but there's a lot. And in fact, the best part of all is that the amount of people that meet this criteria is growing, and it's growing faster than the rate of people looking into high ticket remote sales. And here's why. This guy right here, his name is Alex Hormozi, and he created a platform called Skool. And Skool basically is a product that teaches people how they can take their knowledge and their information and package it up into some sort of community and coaching program. And so he's running this business and he wants to make money inside of his business. So he's spending millions and millions of dollars on ads every single month to grow his business. And as a byproduct of that, there's more and more and more people interested in this platform, which means there's more and more and more of these people growing, which means you're going to have more choices and better offers, and there's going to be less competition. And so where do these people actually exist? Where do these mission-driven, high-ticket coaches and consultants getting good lead flow in a niche that people buy from, where do we actually find these people? Like, where do these people exist? And they're actually more common than you think. There's 3 subsets of these people, and there's 3 subsets of like what people just buy in general: health, wealth, and relationships. This is why people buy things, and this is the umbrella of why they buy things. So health, wealth, and relationships. Health, for example, is like fitness coaching. And so here's a good example of like an actual fitness coach. And we're just using Instagram for all of this. And you can just straight up like look this up on Instagram too. But you have Adam here. This is a good example. And the reason why, let me just pull over the criteria here, is a high ticket offer. And you can see that by clicking the link here. And he also says DM me shred in his bio, which means he needs appointment setters. He has great lead flow. He's running ads, you can tell. Proof of concept. He has good client results, client wins, and he's posting content that meets the other criteria that we said earlier. A good vision. This, you don't know for sure, but you can kind of guess, and you can also check this on the interview with him. And then trending niche. So he's working in health, which is a great niche, and this is what people buy. Here's a terrible example, though. And I blurred this guy's name out because I don't want you guys to go bully him. But the reality is he might be running a high ticket offer, but he has no lead flow. So he has 190 followers on Instagram. That means if you go in and work with him, like, you're not going to get enough leads for you to even make like 1K a month, which is not even worth it at that point. He has good proof of concept, kind of. He's posting content, but he doesn't have client results here. So it's kind of like, good vision, no clue. And he's in a trending niche, but the main thing is lead flow. Let's look at the wealth niche. So we have this person here. And so they look to have good lead flow. They have 102,000 followers. But guess what? Here's the problem. This just like it just looks like a scam. Like if I saw this Instagram account, I'd be like, yeah, no, this is a scam. And this person actually has no face to their brand. And so they don't even have like a good personal brand. Like they don't have proof of concept at all. And we don't know at all if they're running a high ticket offer or not. Probably not, by the fact that they have a Bitly link in their bio and they're probably trying to like scam people into some cheap little course. Good vision, definitely not. They're just in it to make money. And trending niche, yeah. So this just doesn't meet the criteria. Whereas we have somebody like KT Hustles here who has 450K followers. He has a high ticket offer. He says, DM me, learn to start your Amazon grind. So he needs appointment setters. This usually signifies, whenever somebody says DM me something in their bio, this usually signifies that they're selling high ticket. Great lead flow, 450K followers, great proof of concept. He has student wins right here and just like results, and he has a good brand. So that's good proof of concept. Good vision. Got to figure that out on a meeting, but likely good. And trending niche. Yep. Teaching people how to make money online with Amazon. Sure. And then we have this stuff over here, relationships. So this is the third like thing that people buy from. And so we have Mark here, who's a dating coach for men. And this is good. High ticket. DM me ready. So probably a high ticket. And he also says one-on-one help. That probably means high ticket. And also he has coach and coaching in his link in bio. Probably means high ticket. Lead flow, 34K followers, getting good traction on his pages and his account. looks good to go. Proof of concept, case study, case study, case study, case study, case study, good content on his page. Boom, meets the box. Good vision. We don't know for sure, but probably. And then trending niche, men's dating coach. People will always buy that because people always buy from relationships, wealth, and health. Always. Here's a bad example though. Certified dating and relationship coach for women worldwide. So that's not bad, but the problem is they have no face to their brand. They're just putting out random crap. Lead flow, they have 370 followers. So if you go in and work with one of these kind of businesses, you don't get enough work to do, like literally. Proof of concept, they have no highlights, they have no student wins, they have no people that have actually used their advice to get results. And like, sure, maybe they're in a trending niche, but overall, they just don't meet the criteria. And so those are some direct examples of good offers versus bad offers. And so if you set and you sell for the good offers, you'll make a lot more money than you would in the bad offers. And so you should use these 5 pieces of criteria to scope people out and try to figure out if it's a good offer or if it's a bad offer. Now, here's something that you can literally do right now. Here's 15 specific trending offers that you can actually just take and go out and apply. So the first is health. Like, people always will buy health, wealth, and relationships, but health, bodybuilding. People buy bodybuilding. They want information. They want coaching for how to get stronger, weight loss, strength and mobility, yoga, sports training. People buy this stuff. Wealth. People buy real estate coaching, how to make money with real estate, how to make money with trading, how to make money with remote sales. I run a coaching program, how to make money online, business growth consulting, etc. And so the wealth niche is very good. Relationships, dating, friendship, parenting, marriage counseling, but there's also consultant, and corporate relationships. Like, people buy this stuff. And these are in-demand offers that work right now. And so what you can actually do, if you don't believe me, is you can literally take these keywords and search them up on Instagram, and you can start to find pages and literally just like go through and start looking if they meet the criteria. And then you'll find people who are needing remote sales help. And you can start to potentially work with these people. So this video should hopefully give you an overview that you can literally use to start finding people right now if you want to. Now, here's the thing. If you're looking for one-on-one help and one-on-one assistance from myself in speeding up the entire process of helping you actually land an offer, kind of skipping through some of this like outreach stuff, but even better advice for how to find clients, and then the next step after that, and then the next step after that, and then the next step after that, I personally run a one-on-one coaching program where I take young men and I teach them how to make money online with remote sales, and I hold your hand through the entire process. And so we will get you to the point where you're making 3 to 10K per month, guaranteed. It's going to take some time, obviously, and it's going to take some work. So you better be ready to put in the work, but we'll get there assuming that you can put in the time and put in the work. And so if you want information about that, you can book a call and you can apply for one-on-one coaching using the link in the description. But hopefully this video was valuable for you in understanding what actually makes a profitable offer, because your skill level is just as important as the offer that you're in. So yeah,